It's day 16 of my declutter challenge, and today we are tackling this piece of furniture in my kitchen. I'm not sure if it's actually called a buffet table or a sideboard or half a hutch. It actually previously was an entire hutch and the top piece was taken off, so I still call it a hutch, but I don't think that's the proper word for it. Anyway, this is about decluttering, so I am taking absolutely everything out of here. This thing was so filled up. I store a lot of my kitchen extras in here. Usually if I have something and I don't know where to put it in the kitchen, it'll probably end up in here. I'm starting with just taking out everything that's on the two outer sides of this and seeing what I have. Also, my dog is very invested because one of these drawers is like her drawer where we keep all of her treats and like her leash and stuff. And this is everything I took out of this area. Oh my goodness, it ended up being so much stuff. I'm going to start to get rid of stuff, and of course, I'm going to have my dog tell me what treats she wants to keep. If you're new here, I started this declutter challenge back on January 1st. I've been decluttering one area of my house every single day, and I honestly feel like it's gotten way easier to do this as time has gone on. And now that I'm done with the outer part of this cabinet, I'm going to move on to the 4 drawers in the middle. I had so many extra things of silverware in here. I had previously saved it, and I just came to the realization that I don't need it, so I got rid of all of it. I also have a ton of seasonal kitchen decor in here, or things that I use like for family gatherings, so it definitely takes up a lot of space. This was definitely one of the areas of my house that I felt really overwhelmed with and I wanted to put off for so long. It only took me about half the month to get it tackled. And then I also have 2 other spaces in my house that I am not wanting to tackle at all. Let me see if you guys can guess those down in the comments. Anyway, it's all done for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it and come back tomorrow for day 17. It's declutter day 20 and I am tackling my desk area in my laundry room finally because this is a hot mess. I mentioned previously that there were 2 areas in my house that I was completely overwhelmed with, and this was one of them. It just kind of became a catch-all spot for pretty much everything, so I knew I had to get it done. Over to the left here, there's a printer under all of that. As always, my goal is to just take everything out of the area, so I've completely cleared the top, and now I'm about to move on to emptying all the drawers. I definitely want to condense things in this area because I have way too many of several of the same office supplies. What's also kind of funny is this desk is opposite of my washer and dryer, and I know several of you have seen my washer and dryer, especially when I do my Sunday reset videos, and some people have said, well, we didn't notice your laundry room being too messy, but I am kind of careful about where I position my camera, so that just goes to show you that social media is not always accurate, but this is where I ended up putting everything when I was taking it out of the desk, on top of the washer and dryer, and then on the floor in front of it. Anything on the smaller side, I just put in this laundry basket, and now I'm going to start to reorganize and put things back little by little. My goal with this desk is to be able to open the drawers and actually see where everything is and not have to dig. During this process, I am just going through and putting things into a garbage bag that I no longer need. I will say too, there were several things in the desk area that just didn't belong there and needed to go back to their actual spot in the house, so I did that as well. And here's my dog, Sophie, being nosy. I swear she makes an appearance in almost every video because she wants to know what I'm doing all the time. This is my favorite part though, is just organizing and getting things neat, tidy, and organized. This is everything I'm getting rid of. And this is a final look at the drawers in the desk. It feels and looks so much better in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I know I love it, and make sure you come back tomorrow for day 21 of my declutter challenge. It's day 4 of the spring cleaning challenge. Today we are in the kitchen tackling the walls and backsplash. Now I am really curious to know, how often do you guys wash your walls? Since I have 2 small kids, I find myself washing my walls pretty often. However, I've heard from some people that they never wash their walls. I grouped my walls together with my backsplash, especially in high traffic areas like the kitchen. I feel like this definitely needed to get done. I try to be pretty simple when it comes to cleaning. I am just using a mix of water and Dawn dish soap, and it really gets the job done. We are only on day 4 of the spring cleaning challenge, so it's definitely not too late to start this challenge with me. And the way I'm doing it is 1 small area a day. Could I do an entire room in one day? Yes. But for me, I work full time and I'm a mom, so it's just easier to do 1 small area a day and break it up like that so I don't become overwhelmed and exhausted. Plus, this might sound a little bit crazy, but sometimes cleaning is a little bit therapeutic to me. There's nothing better than relaxing in a calm, clean home, and I love to see the before and after of a space that I just tackled. Even though I just started this challenge, I'm already feeling like my house is so much cleaner. So I have 2 full baskets of laundry I need to put away that is my daughter's, so I thought no better time than now to organize. And I actually feel like I have a pretty good system for her clothes, so I'm going to share all of my tips and tricks. So I'm starting with her dresser first. In the top drawer, I have smaller items. We have socks, underwear, workout tank tops that she wears to cheer practice, tights, And these things are so easy to just get mixed around in a drawer, so that's why I really like using containers in here. And I will say containers don't have to be expensive. You can get them at the dollar store, which I'm actually pretty sure the darker pink containers with the cutout hearts are from the dollar store. In the next drawer, I have all of her pants. And if you noticed, I'm storing everything vertically and I'm folding everything up. That would have to be my #1 tip, because when you do it vertically, you can actually visually see everything all at once. The third drawer has shorts and skirts, and then the bottom drawer is all pajamas and some bathing suits, which is actually totally crazy. I went and got my kids' bathing suits at the store the other day. I feel like if you don't get them soon in the season, then they sell out really quickly. And now that the dresser is done, I'm moving on to everything that is hung up in her closet. So I made separate categories for this area, such as long sleeve dresses, short sleeve dresses, sweaters, tank tops, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts. And then within those categories, every so often, I actually like to try to color coordinate. I don't know why, but when I'm rushing around in the morning trying to pick an outfit before school for my kids, it just makes it easier to match things up when everything is separated like that. And then I've got a storage box that I keep extra coat hangers in. And then I've got this other storage box that I keep her leotards for gymnastics. And all of these things together really help just make her closet neat and organized. As always, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you tomorrow. So I have a little secret to share. As someone who posts a lot about cleaning and organizing, I feel like there is this idea that anybody who posts about cleaning has a perfectly clean house 100% of the time. And specifically, I see a lot of people that do a nighttime cleaning routine. And maybe I am the minority here or the odd one out. But my secret is, the majority of the time, I am not cleaning my kitchen at night. We are really good about just throwing our dirty dishes in the sink and leaving it for the next day. I'm totally curious if I'm the only one who does this. If you do this too, let me know in the comments. In our house, my husband and I both work full-time jobs. We have 2 small kids. They have extracurricular activities. And a lot of the time when we get home from work, we are rushing. We got to get the kids from school. We got to make dinner. We got to get to whatever activity we're going to. And if I'm choosing between spending time with my family for a little bit or cleaning my kitchen vigorously, I'm spending time with my family. And when I wake up the next day, my kitchen is not clean, and there are days where I leave the sink full of dishes until I get back home from work. The only one that's here during the day is my dog, and she doesn't care if there's a sink full of dishes. She doesn't care if the stove isn't clean or the counters aren't wiped off. I feel like I put my kids to bed at night, and then I'm exhausted and I also want to go to bed. So for me, I feel like it just makes more sense just to do a quick cleanup the next day. But I feel like social media has a way of making you feel like that's a crime to go to bed with a sink full of dirty dishes or a dirty kitchen. But I'm here to tell you, it's fine. I do it all the time. I'm sure somebody will tell me that makes me a slob, but I honestly feel like I can't be the only one who does this, and we should normalize it. I post on here a lot about cleaning and organizing to give other people motivation, and I hope this makes you feel a little bit better if your house is not perfectly clean all the time, because mine certainly is not.